Some people want to believe in destiny when it comes to different aspects of life. A lot of us believe it's destiny when we first meet the person we end up marrying. A lot of us believe that the good and bad things that happen to us are simply because of some supreme force working for or against us. Some sports teams and athletes are no different. Sometimes the biggest miracles and coincidences make us believe that destiny is in fact for real. I'm Justin Fraction, and today I will not be doing that the entire video. I'm just messing with you guys. Sorry. I'm Justin Fraction, and today we bring you 10 sports teams that went all the way because of nothing more than destiny. Number 10. Team Canada's Men's Olympic Hockey 2002. There's no denying that hockey has always been Canada's game. However, when it came to the Winter Olympics, there was nothing for the people of the Great White North to celebrate. From 1952 to 2002, there was no Olympic gold won by their men's Olympic ice hockey teams. Well, Salt Lake City was different, thanks to a loaded roster that included Mario Lemieux, Joe Sakic, Martin Brodeur, Chris Pronger, Scott Niedermayer, Paul Kariya, and Jerome Iginla. The Canadians ended the 50-year goalless drought. It was only fitting that they beat the Americans on their own soil, 5-2, and there was a lucky loonie, a term for a Canadian dollar, buried under the ice before the Olympics. It was just another example that Canada was meant to win the whole time. Number 9. 2010 Chicago Blackhawks. We hockey fans remember the days where the Blackhawks were the laughingstock of the NHL. We say it every single time we mention them. They were always playing in empty arenas. They were always losing. Nobody ever cared to watch their team play against Chicago. It was always a boring game. But then came the 2009-2010 Blackhawks. The team had a core that consisted of Jonathan Toews, Patrick Kane, Duncan Keith, Brent Seabrook, Marian Hossa, and Patrick Sharp, and the pressure was on for them to win badly. That's because the Hawks hadn't won a Stanley Cup since 1961, but the Blackhawks were on a mission the whole time. They won the Western Conference with ease before defeating the Philadelphia Flyers in 6 games to end their 49-year cupless drought. And they would never look back, winning the Cup again in 2013 and 2015. Number 8. 2012 Miami Heat. LeBron James haters will be quick to point out that his team was simply star-studded, but it seemed like it was all destiny that would finally help him win his first NBA championship. After taking down the pesky Indiana Pacers in the second round, the Heat managed to get through the Boston Celtics, who were stacked up with a trio of future Hall of Famers. Miami then had to face Kevin Durant's Oklahoma City Thunder in the finals. The Heat would lose Game 1, then take the next 4 games without a problem. And just like that, LeBron and Chris Bosh won their first championships. It was also long overdue, making this a team of destiny. Number 7. 1998 Chicago Bulls. The Bulls had nothing to lose at this point. Michael Jordan had guided them to 5 championships in the 90s already, so anything else was gravy. So why were they a team of destiny? Well, it was the last time Michael Jordan would be at the top of his game. At 35 years old, the Bulls' championship window was closing, and MJ knew a 6th ring would totally complete his legacy. Jordan's game-winning basket in the final seconds of Game 6 against the Utah Jazz in the NBA Championship Series gave the Bulls their 6th title. Number 6. 1997 Detroit Red Wings. It's hard for NHL fans to think of the Wings as a team of destiny. Given their long tradition of winning, most of us would just peg them as a team that's just way better than basically any other. But there were plenty of great Wings squads in the early and mid-90s that failed to win the Stanley Cup. The Wings ended a 42-year Cup drought with ease after so many playoff heartbreaks. A long history of losing ended once and for all. The Wings would win the Cup again in 1998, 2002, and 2008, and it all started thanks to their 1997 Destiny squad. Number 5. 1997 Denver Broncos. For Denver Broncos legendary quarterback John Elway, his career was all any icon to the game would ask for. Wins, some records, and incredible stats. But he was lacking what mattered most, a Super Bowl ring. Entering his age 37 season, Elway knew he was running out of chances to complete his career with a championship. Things weren't easy when Denver faced the heavily favored and defending champion, the Green Bay Packers, in Super Bowl 32. Terrell Davis's 3 touchdowns guided the team to a 31-24 win. Elway would also win a ring the following season, finishing his career with consecutive championships. Number 4. 1986 New York Mets. The Mets faced the Boston Red Sox in the 1986 World Series. They trailed the series 2-0 and 3-2. They looked finished in Game 6. Facing elimination, the Mets trailed 5-3 in Game 6. In the bottom of the 10th, they rallied to tie things up. Mookie Wilson's soft ground ball went infamously through Bill Buckner's legs, and the Mets tied up the series. After trailing 3-0 in Game 7, the Mets rallied to win 8-5. The comeback Kings were surely a team meant to win it all the whole time. Number 3, 2012 Baltimore Ravens. A Super Bowl favorite at the start of the season, the Ravens lost 4 of their final 5 regular season games and looked finished going into the playoffs. Everyone remembers Joe Flacco's Hail Mary to Jacoby Jones in the final minute of the divisional round that helped them take down the AFC's top-seeded Denver Broncos, eventually in overtime. Then they got revenge on the New England Patriots, crushing them on the road after seeing their season end there the year prior. The Ravens then defeated the San Francisco 49ers in the Super Bowl. So you might be asking yourselves, why were they destined to win? 2 words, Ray Lewis. He said he was retiring when the season ended before the playoffs. Of course, Baltimore won it all for the franchise's top icon. Number 2, 1994 New York Rangers. 54 years without a Stanley Cup, the Mark Messier-led Rangers came back from a 3-2 series deficit to take down the New Jersey Devils in the 1994 Eastern Conference Final after the captain made his infamous guarantee. The Rangers and Vancouver Canucks fought for the Stanley Cup that year. After a ton of close calls, New York closes out Game 7 with a 3-2 win, ending a 54-year Cup drought. With Messier's guarantee and all the emotions, you knew the Rangers were meant to win. And number 1, 2004 Boston Red Sox. You know the story. The Red Sox faced their arch rivals, the New York Yankees, in the 2004 ALCS. The Red Sox trailed the series 3-0, but become the first MLB team to ever win a series after falling 0-3. They still had unfinished business, winning their first World Series in 86 years. Of course, they did it sweeping the St. Louis Cardinals and ending a super long drought. Who do you think was the biggest team of destiny ever? Join us in the comments below. If you liked this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.